In this video, you're gonna find out what those sneaky microbes are doing in our body, why they suddenly multiply, why they attack a particular organ, what a strange, juicy, capricious infection.
In this video, the fourth biological law in detail, which reveals how and when our body removes tumors or restores cells. Also, some examples of infectious diseases, runny nose, bronchitis, pneumonia, or others.
Attention! These videos may be interesting only for those who does not trust the official medicine, for whom their methods of diagnosis and treatment are questionable and humiliating, who wants to know their body's processes in order to manage them and avoid serious forms of illness, who understands that diseases occur for reasons and wants to know them in order to heal.
Warning: this video presents a completely different version about diseases that the official one claims. Therefore, persons unable to listen and tolerate other versions or opinions, it is recommended not to watch these videos. It can cause them a conflict or aggression.
The fourth biological law reveals the microbes works in symbiosis with us, the ontogenetic system of microbes.
The fourth biological law reveals that microorganisms, the microflora of our body, are our servants, and they do much more than only helping us in digestion processes.
To think that microorganisms cause inflammation is the same as to think that firefighters cause fires.
We do not count cases where foreign microorganisms enter through an open wound or interventional procedures.
We have our body microflora, which is not only involved in digestion, but also removes tumors, cancer, or restores tissues. All processes in our body are purposeful. Inflammation is also an organized process, which is controlled by the brain.
And again, everything is in order here, according to the evolutionary development.
Mycobacteria are the oldest representatives of evolution. Therefore, it work in the old organs developed from the endoderm and some of old mesoderm. Bacteria develop later and work in later formed mesoderm organs. Viruses are the latest representatives of evolution and working in our youngest ectoderm organs. Mycobacteria are controlled by the brainstem or cerebellum, multiplying already in the conflict-active phase when the tumor cancer is growing at the command of the brain, multiplying in proportion to the size of the tumor, and waiting for the order to attack. And when the person resolves a conflict, relax, the brain orders the tumor to be removed. The tumor is contracted by mycobacteria and removed through fluids. Example of one special biological program from endoderm organ. Understood adenocarcinoma of the lung, pulmonary tuberculosis, pneumonia, pulmonary abscess. Conflict, fear of death, fear of dying or death, state of panic. Also can be if a person is afraid of death of a loved one. In a conflict-active phase, increased functioning, cell proliferation in the alveoli, alveolar cancer of secretory or absorptive nature. Mostly symptomless. Nature logic, with more alveolar tissue. Air can be better utilized in emergencies, better exchange of gases, better chance of survival. In a repair phase, tubercular caseating degradation of the tumor. Through tubercles, pneumonia, bloody phlegm, bloody cough, fever, heavy sweating, bad breath. Tubercles is a mycobacteria destroying tumors. Once seeing them through a microscope, they were thought to be causative agents. People might die if they stay in this fear for too long. Long period of conflict activity may allow the emergence of such large tumors that their size exceeds the body ability to repair itself, operation necessary. Also, second reason why many people died of tuberculosis during the war, because during the repair phase you need to eat well in order to recover, which was not possible during the war. Bacteria are controlled by the cerebellum or white matter. Some bacteria still removes tumors, like mycobacteria. Others are already working in a new way, helps break down tissues in a conflict active phase, and rebuilds them stronger in the repair phase. Example of one special biological program of bones, cartilage or ligaments. Neck pain, cervical syndrome, falling asleep of the hands. Conflict, moral intellectual self-esteem conflict. Perceived injustice, discord, bondage, dishonesty, ingratitude, indecency, intolerance. Feeling stupid or unintelligent. In a conflict active phase, cell degradation in the bones, joints or muscles, no pain, reduced metabolism, possible feeling of being cold. Nature logic. The affected joint or bone dissolves itself, becomes unusable. The individual must find another field of activity, different career, where they can make themselves useful again, or one dissolves from within. In a repair phase, increased metabolism, inflammation, restoration of the tissue with the help of bacteria, swelling, reddening, pain, osteosarcoma in the neck. Usually recurring conflict. Viruses are controlled by the cerebral cortex. Viruses are involved in cell repair. In a repair phase, they help restore those cells that were destroyed in the conflict active phase. With viruses, tissue repair goes more smoothly. Example of one conflict. Special biological program of the gallbladder bile ducts. Understood as gallbladder inflammation, ectodermal hepatitis. Acute or chronic hepatitis types, autoimmune hepatitis, cancer of the bile ducts. Conflict, territorial anger conflict, or identity conflict. One is angry because the territory or territorial boundaries are not respected. Resentful, one can't forgive, always making accusations. In a conflict active phase. Increase in sensibility of the bile duct mucosa. Later cell degradation in the gallbladder or in the bile ducts, moderate side pain. Often furious, angry, aggressive. Many times for a recurring conflict. Is fat and alcohol intolerance. Nature logic. Through an enlargement of the gallbladder or bile ducts, the lumen increases. Bile can be sent to the duodenum better and quicker, to better vent one's anger. In a repair phase. Restoration of the squamous epithelium of the bile ducts or gallbladder. Repair of the lost substance, healing swelling, inflammation, hepatitis viruses just repair cells. Hepatic coma, hepatic encephalopathy, it's a repair phase crisis. If the conflict was very long and recurring.
Mycobacteria and viruses reproduce only when ordered by the brain.
This makes them harder to detect.
But bacteria multiply as well as themselves under favorable conditions.
They can be taken and grown in a special culture under favorable conditions. This makes them easy to diagnose.
Sounds very radical, but you can only get infected by fear.
Runny nose, it's a stinking conflict. Not wanting to smell something, this situation stinks, or scent conflict, not sensing. What or when something happens, or just nervousness, dissatisfaction with the current situation. Bronchitis, territorial fear or shock fright conflict. A person is afraid of losing his territory, partner, job, or his position in the territory. Also terrible or mortal fear in the territory, to be scared to death, or danger in the area. Pneumonia, fear of death, fear of dying or death. Own or dear person, state of panic, repair phase. Venereal diseases, sexual conflicts, repair phase. Any complications, these are added fears. infectious diseases of children, childhood conflicts, repair phase.
So, the microflora of our body perform much more missions than just participating in digestion. As you can see, they also remove tumors or help to grow back cells.
In the next video, the complete set of laws, together with the fifth biological law, will explain what metastases are according to biological laws.
You will also learn why children get cancer.
Our pets are a great source to refill our good microbiome.